Let me start off with two words. Made in America. Made in America. And that's not hyperbole. I'm not joking about that, as you know. Bottom line, if Republicans take control of the Congress, these historic victories we just won for the American people are going to be taken away. Every kitchen table cost is going to go up, not down. And I realize costs are going up on food, and I was able to bring gasoline down well over $1.60, but it's inching up because of what the Russians and
Or did you not vote to reject 18,000 more Border Patrol agents in the Inflation Reduction Act passage?
Senator.
You know, we
there it is right there.
There are votes that happen in D.C. that have nothing to do with Border Patrol agents, and it might have the title on it, and nothing happes. I've been focused on the border since day one on this job.
That, my friends, is called evasion.
We're working to raise Border Patrol pay by 18%. I've got legislation to do that. I've been focused on the border since day one.
Okay.
With no great effects because we have a wide open southern border. So if that's the best you can do, I respectfully request you resign and let's get someone in the seat who will actually secure our border.
Proving that our best days are ahead of us, not behind us. Just look at today's jobs report. Our economy created 263,000 jobs last month.
This was a bad report. It was a bad report. The market should go down. The Fed is winning in terms of getting the stock market down.
That's the fastest job growth at any point of any president in all American history. Historic progress. Wage growth for workers remains solid, down from the historic high pace months ago, but still growing for workers who deserve a raise. And this is the progress we need to see. For some time, I've been saying that what we need to do in this transition, we have to move from historically strong economic recovery to a more steady, stable recovery. We need to bring inflation down without giving up all the historic economic progress, and how we have our Republican colleagues have a very different view. And I know many of you are probably Republicans, but many of my Republican friends are basically arguing that good news for the economy is bad news for America. As if they're rooting for fewer jobs and lower wages. It's all part of this trickle-down mentality that says it doesn't matter what's happening on Main Street. What really matters is what's happening on Wall Street. If Wall Street's doing well, everybody's doing well. Well, I noticed that the previous 4 years, we weren't doing that well. When Wall Street was doing well, and then that took a tumble. That's not my plan.
He's the 50th vote in the U.S. Senate. Joe Biden needed his vote. Mark Kelly, a year ago, could have dug his heels in and said, Mr. President, I'm not supporting a single thing, not a single spending bill, not a single piece of your agenda, unless and until we get border security. Biden would have had to secure the border. This is the result of Senator Kelly being focused on the border. My gosh, he's the most ineffective and worst senator of all time.
You clearly, OPEC caught the administration by surprise in the decision they made yesterday. So we're readjusting now to deal with the decision that they've made.
Okay, we're out of time. I would just say part of the refinery issues is what's been driving prices up, especially in the Midwest and on the West Coast. And others would argue that this administration could do a whole lot more that would open the door for more oil production here in the United States. That's a conversation for another member of the Biden administration, and we'll have it with them. I know you're focused on jobs.
And this is a big difference between my opponent and I. I will never support vouchers or universal school choice.